Yo, what's good, everybody? It's Rely on Tech, and we back with another video. Um, NFL Week 17, 2023 season picks. How are y'all doing? It's good to be back on this week. I hope y'all had a great Christmas. This past Monday. I hope everything went well, and I hope you guys had a great time spending time with your family and everything. I hope you guys got everything that you wanted. But without further ado, we have these picks. We have new picks right here for week 17. Um, Last week was pretty great. Week 16 was pretty decent. But we're gonna go ahead and get started. First off, we had the AFC games. We got the Thursday night game, the New York Jets at the Cleveland Browns. The New York Jets are coming off of a win against the Washington Commanders, and the Cleveland Browns are coming off of a big win over the Houston Texans. The Jets was looking pretty good with Trevor Simeon. Even though the Jets were up 27 to nothing, and the Commanders came back and actually was up by a point. The Commanders was up by 28-27, and yet the Jets blew that lead, but the Jets still won by a walk-off field goal, 130-28. Um, so and the Browns, Joe Flacco, man, Joe Flacco was great. Joe Flacco threw for he had over 300 yards. He did throw a couple of picks, and Amari Cooper, oh man, Amari Cooper had over 200 receiving yards. Like that is just great. Just imagine if he was still with the Cowboys. But anyway, the Jets defense, they have a great defense, but I honestly think the Browns defense is better. I think well, obviously they have the better defense. They are the number one defense. Um, so I'm taking the Cleveland Browns at home to get the Thursday night win. I just think they're a better team. Obviously, they're better than the Jets. And this Browns team is looking dangerous. They're getting healthier, and Joe Flacco's is playing really elite. This is a team that I feel like there's going to be a problem in the playoffs. It'll come the playoffs. They're going to be a problem. They're going to be a problem for real. The Las Vegas Raiders at the Indianapolis Colts. On the Raiders are coming off of a win on Christmas against the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Colts are coming off of a loss against the Falcons. This Raiders defense looks pretty great. It was pretty great in that game against Kansas City. They absolutely shut down Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes couldn't find anyone. They wouldn't let any of Mahomes' receivers get open. The defense of the Raiders was just disciplined. It's like they punished Patrick Mahomes. And the Colts. I don't know what's going on with the Colts. They just absolutely did not look good in that game against the Atlanta Falcons. They got smoked by the Falcons. Um, this is kind of a tough one to pick as well. It's a tricky one to pick. I still believe in the Colts. I still believe that they can be a team that gets in the playoffs. They're actually one of the teams that I'm rooting for to getting in the playoffs. But I'm gonna take the Colts at home. I'm gonna take them at home to win by maybe a field goal or whatsoever. But I don't know because Michael Pittman, he might be out in this game, so I may pick the Raiders because the Colts are a bit banged up on offense with Michael Pittman out. I think Zach Moss. I don't think he's going to play next week, but we'll see. Look at the injury updates, see what's going on, and if Michael Pittman and Zach Moss is not in, I may switch to the Raiders. Um, here's a money game right here. The Miami Dolphins at the Baltimore Ravens, guys. This is going to be a great game. This game is going to be great. This is basically a battle for the number one seed right here. The Miami Dolphins are coming off of a victory over the Dallas Cowboys, and the Baltimore Ravens just absolutely smoked the San Francisco 49ers. Obviously, I knew the Ravens were a better team. But now the Dolphins are playing on the road in Miami. Now I remember last season the Dolphins went into Miami and they got a come. I mean, I'm sorry. The Dolphins went into Baltimore last season and beat the Ravens with a comeback victory. But I just feel like the Ravens are a lot different than what they were last season. So I just think this Ravens team is the better team. I know the Dolphins team is a great team as well. I just think this Ravens team is just better. This is like I said, this is a battle for number one seed. But if you would give me a team, I'm gonna pick the Baltimore Ravens to win at home. The New England Patriots at the Buffalo Bills. The Patriots are coming off of a win on Sunday Night Football against the Denver Broncos, and the Bills are coming off of a win this past Saturday against the LA Chargers. Um, both of these teams got close wins, but see, the Bills are at home. The Bills are still trying to find a way. They're finding their way in the playoffs, and they're going to get in the playoffs. Obviously, they just look great. Offensively, they've gotten better. Defensively, they've gotten better. But even though they're a little banged up on the defense, that's still not going to stop them. The Bills are obviously the better team, so give me the Buffalo Bills to win at home. I have them winning at home against the Patriots. I would be really shocked that the Patriots already beat them early in the season. Let's just get that out of the way. The Patriots did beat them at home earlier in the season, but now Buffalo is at home. They're not winning that game. Buffalo should not lose this game. They have the home advantage and everything. The Tennessee Titans at the Houston Texans. The Titans are coming off of a loss against the Seattle Seahawks, and the Texans are coming off of a loss against the Cleveland Browns. I don't know if CJ Stroud is going to be back this next game this week. I don't know. He didn't play this past Sunday um against the Browns, but I don't know if he's going to be back for this week. Uh the Titans, I don't know. The Titans are just they're up and down. Like they're good and then they're bad and then they're good and they're bad. It's like they're confusing. They've been a confusing team all season. Um, but this is kind of this is the AFC South. This is the second divisional matchup of this week, AFC South matchup. But I'm gonna say, call me. I mean, okay. I may take a risk, but give me the Tennessee Titans. The Texans just played the Titans 2 weeks ago. You guys got to remember that. They just played the Titans 2 weeks ago. In Tennessee. That was in week 15. That overtime win that the Texans got in week 15. And now here we are 2 weeks later. The Texans are facing them again, but I think the Titans are going to get them this time. So give me the Tennessee Titans. The Cincinnati Bengals at the Kansas City Chiefs. The Bengals are coming off of a loss this past Saturday against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Chiefs are also coming off of a loss against the Las Vegas Raiders on Christmas. So Jake Browning didn't look too good in that game against the Steelers. He made a lot of mistakes. And Patrick Mahomes, he didn't look great either in that game against the Raiders. This is kind of a tough one to pick too. We already know the rivalry these two teams had developed ever since 2021 and up until the AFC Championship game earlier this year. Um, this is tough, but look, I don't know what's going on with the Chiefs. I know they're at home, but it's like still they're at home and they just haven't been right. They still, even though they're at home, they still struggling. The receivers can't get open. Receivers are dropping passes. Kelsey is dropping passes. They're not consistent no more. So I mean, I know I'm not saying Patrick Mahomes is a bad quarterback. He's still a good quarterback. Don't get me wrong. He's still one of the best quarterbacks in the game today. But this is, like I said, this is a tough one. But I'm gonna take the Chiefs at home. I'm gonna take the Chiefs at home in a way. I wanted to pick the Bengals so badly. I'm not even gonna lie. But I'm gonna tell you, if Jamar Chase comes back, then hey, I may pick the Bengals. But give me the Chiefs to win at home. I give them another shot to get themselves right for the playoffs. The Los Angeles Chargers at the Denver Broncos. The Chargers are coming off of a loss against the Bills, and the Broncos are coming off of a loss against the Patriots. This Broncos team, their playoff hopes is kind of starting to slip away just a little bit. Uh, and the Chargers, they're already out of the playoffs. Brandon Staley's gone. They got a new head coach, but they're already out of the playoffs anyway. But the Broncos beat them earlier in the season, and now they got the home advantage. So give me the Denver Broncos to win. I feel like they're just better than the Chargers right now. So give me the Denver Broncos to win. I feel like they can pull this off because they need this win if they want to hold on to their playoff hopes. Now on to the AFC versus NFC games. And guys, if you haven't, real quick, make sure you subscribe to my channel and turn on the post notifications and like this video. Well, follow me on Instagram and TikTok. It's at Rely on Teku. And my Wattpad is also, my Wattpad is at Teku Reads. So Instagram at Rely on Teku, TikTok at Rely on Teku, Wattpad at Teku Reads. All right. So now the AFC versus NFC. Carolina Panthers at the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's kind of weird, it's only two AFC versus NFC matchups. The Carolina Panthers are coming off of a close loss to the Green Bay Packers, and the Jaguars are coming off of a absolute loss to the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers just smoked them. You know what I'm saying? They smoked the Jaguars. But I feel like this is where Jacksonville may get themselves back right. The Jaguars are not looking good. They've lost 4 games in a row. They were 8-3, and now they're 8-7. They just lost. They're on a 4 game losing streak. But I feel like this is where they're going to get right. So give me the Jacksonville Jaguars at home. I feel like they're going. This is where they're going to break their 4 game losing streak, and I feel like they can still get into the playoffs. But it's kind of slipping away a bit with this 4 game losing streak. But I feel like they'll get things right and win at home against the Carolina Panthers, the Panthers team who nearly beat the Green Bay Packers. The Pittsburgh Steelers at the Seattle Seahawks. The Steelers are coming off of a win against the Bengals, and the Seahawks are coming off of a win against the Tennessee Titans. So the Seahawks team is still trying to find their way in the playoffs. And the Steelers team is also trying to find their way in the playoffs. You know, Mike Tomlin's never had a losing season. He's never had a losing season, with a season with a losing record. But I don't know. Seahawks are at home. The Steelers on the road. Geno Smith is back. I just feel like this Seahawks team is the better team. So give me the Seattle Seahawks to win. Give me the Seattle Seahawks to win at home. Um, if they want to keep their playoff hopes alive, they need to win this game. So give me the Seattle Seahawks. Now on to the NFC games. The Detroit Lions at the Dallas Cowboys. The Lions are coming off of a win against the Minnesota Vikings, and the Dallas Cowboys are coming off of a loss against the Miami Dolphins. So the Lions have clinched the NFC North. They've won the NFC North. They're right now the third seed in the NFC right now. The Dallas Cowboys, like I said, they're good, but they're not good on the road. But they have the home advantage. They've been winning at home. They're a better team at home, but they're not really great on the road. But they're at home this week, so give me the Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to take the Cowboys to beat the Lions at home. I feel like this is where Dak should get himself, right. The Cowboys get themselves right by beating this Lions team. The Arizona Cardinals at the Philadelphia Eagles are Cardinals. The Arizona Cardinals are coming off of a loss against the Chicago Bears, and the Eagles are coming off of a win on Christmas against the New York Giants. Uh, this Cardinals team is a sneaky team, but we all know the Eagles are a better team. Give me the Philadelphia Eagles at home to get the win. They need to win out if they want their chances to get the number one seed. They need to win out. So I thought they looked a little better in that Giants game. So I'm take the Eagles at home. The Los Angeles Rams at the New York Giants. The Rams are coming off of a mini bye. They beat the Saints. They smoked the Saints on Thursday Night Football last week, and the Giants just lost to the Eagles on Christmas. But give me the LA Rams. The Rams are just they're finding their ways, guys. They're starting. They're the hottest team right now. That's finding their way in the playoffs. They're getting there, and I really do think they got a shot again in the playoffs. So this should be a pretty decent win for them. Well, a easy task for them. It should be. It maybe not, because the Giants are a sneaky team. But I think the Rams, they're just better, man. Puka Nakua, Cooper Cup. The offense is great. Kyron Williams, Matthew Stafford, Tyler Higbee. Those boys are great. Tutu Atwell. I think their offense can really do something with that. Can really tear up that Giants defense. And then their defense is really decent too against. I think they can really like kind of maybe shut down the Giants offense. So give me the Rams to win on the road. The San Francisco 49ers at the Washington Commanders. The San Francisco 49ers got absolutely smoked by the Baltimore Ravens on Christmas, and the Commanders lost to the New York Jets. Obviously, taking the 49ers on the road, the 49ers are going to get it done. They're obviously a better team than the Commanders. The Commanders are not a good team, guys. They're not. Like, come on. Like, the 49ers should not have any reason to lose this game. They should not lose this game to the Commanders at all. So I got the 49ers winning it. I know Brock Purdy, he didn't do good in that last game against the Ravens. He threw 4 interceptions actually. And then They put Sam Darnold out there, and Sam Darnold threw the pick. So the 49ers had a total of five. They committed five turnovers. But I think this is going to be they're going to bounce back in this game. This is their get right game. So give me the 49ers to beat the Commanders. Um, the New Orleans Saints at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Saints are coming off of a mini bye after a loss to the Rams on last Thursday, and the Buccaneers are coming off of a win when they absolutely smoked the Jacksonville Jaguars. This team with Baker Mayfield, man, they're trying to find their way in the playoffs, and I really think they're going to win the division. I really have them winning the division now. I think they can clinch it and get a playoff spot. The Saints, I don't know what's wrong with the Saints. The Saints are just terrible, guys. They're an up and down team. They've been disappointing me a lot here lately. So give me the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to win at home and to try to clinch a playoff spot. The Atlanta Falcons at the Chicago Bears. The Falcons are coming off of a win against the Colts, and the Bears are coming off of a win against the Cardinals. Um, this Falcons team is confusing too, man. This whole NFC South is just terrible. It's the worst division in the league. Um, but this Falcons team, like I said, it's confusing. One minute they're doing good, and the next minute they're like you have you scratching your head. But give me the now the Bears. The Bears are kind of sneaky team as well. I know they're at home, so I'm gonna take the Atlanta Falcons. I may regret this pick, but give me the Atlanta Falcons to win on the road against the Chicago Bears. And finally, we have the Green Bay Packers at the Minnesota Vikings. So I think this is the Sunday night game, I believe. I think this is the Sunday night game or either the Monday night game. It's one of them. I think it's the Monday night game. It might be. I have to look. But anyway, the Packers are coming off of a road victory over the Carolina Panthers, a 3-point victory over the Carolina Panthers, and the Minnesota Vikings are coming off of a loss uh, uh, against the Detroit Lions. Now, here are two things. There's two sides of this story of this matchup right here. The Packers have not been good on the road all season. They have not been playing good on the road all season. They have a negative record at playing on the road. Where on the other hand, the Minnesota Vikings are not good at home. They have not been good at home all season either. They have a losing record at home, a negative record at playing at home as well. So I don't know. I don't even trust neither one of these teams. I know the last matchup they played was in Week 8 in Green Bay. The Vikings beat them 24-10. That was the game where Kirk Cousins got hurt. Nick Mullins is going to be playing in this game. But like I said, this game could go either way. Like, and this Packers defense just gives up too many touchdowns, too many points. They just give up too many yards. Their run defense, especially, and in their pass defense, they just leave receivers open. It's just a mess. But this Vikings team is just I don't know. They're just not really good at home. Like I said, this is a tough one to pick, but I may regret this pick. But I'm give me the Green Bay Packers to win on the road against the Minnesota Vikings. I think this is where the Packers can get right. Both of these teams need this victory if they want a chance at the playoffs. So these are my picks for this week. Let's submit them to the poll. And there we go. 16 picks have been submitted. So these are all my picks. Those are who I have winning. Thank you guys for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on the post notifications so you'll be notified what other videos I upload next. And don't forget to follow me on social media, my Instagram, my TikTok at Rely on Teku, and my Wattpad at Teku Reads. All right. And don't forget to follow me also on Discord. I'm on Discord. It's at Rely on Teku if you want to give me a follow over there. All right. So that is it for this video, guys. I'm out of here. Y'all have a great day. And remember to always rely on anything positive. See y'all next time.